my name is Joaquin Sharp, and this is my channel called Joaquin's Reviews. Now, today I'll be discussing The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yes, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the sequel to 2012's Spider-Man reboot called The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I came into this movie with very high expectations. I saw all the trailers. I was really hyped for this movie, and ever since the first trailer, I was saying I could not wait for May 2nd. And it came. Now, when I saw the movie, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the acting was pretty good. The CGI was pretty good in the fights and stuff. But as I left the movie, it's like, it wasn't just a disappointment. But you know that feeling when you leave a movie and just like, like you think about it, like you sit for a while and you say like, man, man, this movie could have been a little bit better. And I did think that the movie was better than Amazing Spider-Man because Amazing Spider-Man was a little slow. It was, 2 hours long. It was a little slow. And it's like, in Spider-Man 2002, they kind of like sped up everything into 2 hours and 1 minute. But, Amazing Spider-Man was 2 hours and 16 minutes. But it's like, it felt slow. It was a stupid, they had a horrible villain, the Lizard. And it's just like, it didn't really go nowhere. I thought it was some stupid things like, Uncle Ben's death was kind of dumb, I thought Spider-Man 2002 had more of a better, sad meaning than the 2012 one, but there was a lot of things, and I felt like when I saw this movie, it was pretty, I thought like, they could have been more, I was kind of disappointed that Rhino was only in the movie for only 4 minutes, we see him at the beginning of the movie, he's in the movie, he's stealing some petroleum or something, some kind of science equipment from Oscorp, and he's in the movie. He's he's at the end of the movie. He's in the robotic rhino suit that kind of makes him like a transformer. That's another thing I was kind of concerned about too. Like that Rhino, he's not like in the comics. He's not genetic. Rhino's basically like he's basically like he kind of like a transformer, as I could say. That's all I can say about that. Electro, the same with Electro. I think the way they roll in him as Max Dillon was kind of dumb. It's like, and the thing is that it's such a. I'm looking at this movie. I say that's such a cliche in movies that like when a fan becomes an enemy. Like it's been done in Iron Man 3, Aldrich Killian in Iron Man 3. He was a nerd or a fan of Tony Stark, and he was the enemy. Happened in the Incredible Boy, I guess, turned into an enemy, and it happened I think in Batman Forever. So it's like, basically, it's like, it gets like, I'm like, that's such a cliche. Like, that's a cliche, the fan becomes an enemy. And he wasn't really in the movie as much. It's like, he was, okay, he had an accident, became Electro, okay, Spidey took him out, and he's just like, he doesn't really do anything. I feel like they didn't need to kill off his character as much, I feel like they didn't do that. And the same with the Green Goblin. I feel like the Green Goblin was only thrown in for one thing, and one thing only. He wasn't even in the movie that long. Green Goblin, like, Harry Osborn was in the movie a lot, but Green Goblin was only in the movie for like a minute or two. That's it. He was only for one thing, and one thing only. I know this review has a little bit of spoilers, but the biggest spoiler I'm not going to give away. I'm sure you guys have seen the movie. I'm not sure if you guys may have not seen the movie, but, like, I'm not going to give away that spoiler about why the Green Goblin's only thrown in the movie for that one thing. I think Peter and Gwen's relationship is pretty good. I think it is. I think, I know, like, Peter's having trouble because he's seeing the ghost. Sorry, I may be giving another spoiler away. The ghost of Gwen's dad. And Gwen's dad, Captain Stacy, said to Peter, whatever you do, leave Gwen out of it. And whatever Peter's doing, he's seeing visions of her father. So that's what happened. So I think he's having trouble being in a relationship with her, and it's just a lot of things. I think I'm happy we found out what happened to Peter's parents. I like that the movie just opened up with just Richard Parker leaving the Oscorp or escaping from Oscorp where they try to lock him down, and then he does that video, and then he sends Peter to his parents, and then they go on the plane, and that's really it. And then after that plane thing, and that's it. But I think there's a lot of there's some good things and there's some bad things in this movie, but I think the score by Hans Zimmer, it could have been a little bit better. I felt like I think the thing is that Hans Zimmer, he's great, but when you're doing music with Pharrell, really, come on, and this goes out to, for Pharrell, please, stick to your songs about emotions. Please, like we don't. I don't want him to be doing a score with a great composer. Like please, like stick to your songs. Stick to Get Lucky. Stick to Happy. Like stick to those songs. But yeah, I think the movie's pretty good. Like I am like kind of like but the most thing I was kind of disappointed was the post credit scene where it had something to do with X-Men Days of Future Past. It had nothing to do with the Spider-Man movie, and I was kind of confused. I was kind of like, huh? And when I woke up there, I'm like, that's it, that's it. I didn't watch the full credits through. I'm like, that's it, like that's it. I was kind of disappointed. I looked at that post credit scene, and I'm like, man, because I'm like, damn it, man, we gotta wait for like 2 or 3 years to the next movie because Amazing Spider-Man 3 is coming out in 2016. I'm like, man, I gotta wait 2 years for another good movie like this. Not well, another movie like this, to come out. But yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought the movies, it had some good stuff. My pros is good acting, good special effects, story pretty convincing. Peter and Gwen's relationship. Now the cons is a wasted Electro, not drunk. Just saying like he was wasted. That means like it wasn't meant for him to be in the movie. So wasted Electro, wasted Rhino, and wasted Green Goblin. That's what I have to say. That's all I have to say. And story could have been a little bit better. Like I thought. Oh, and music too. Music could have been a little better. But that's it. So that's all I have to say. So I'm gonna give my final thought, and I'm gonna give the Amazing Spider-Man 2 7.9 out of a 10. Yes, I'm gonna give it that. And my percentage, I would give it well, I'm gonna give it higher than Rotten Tomatoes, where they give it 54%. But I'm gonna give it a 70. I think that's fair, 70. But that's it. So okay, if you guys like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and that's it. Subscribe to my channel and comment about what you thought of the movie. Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? And that's it. So that's it. So that's it. Give this video a thumbs up, and that's it. Also, follow me on Twitter at Joaquin Sharp, and follow me on Instagram at Joaquin Sharp. And follow my not follow me, but add me on Facebook at Joaquin Sharp Jr. Okay, I'll see you guys.